What's going on, guys? Travis with REC Garage, and in this video we finish up the 4-link and build the floor over the notch. So get ready for this one, and I think this is the last video for this car because it is done. Alright, guys, so the air ride is done. Yes, there's probably some lapse in stuff that got done. You know, all I really did off camera was fully weld all of these tabs, welded up this bar, and bolted in the airbag struts, shockwaves, whatever you want to call them. So that's how it's looking, and man, is it low. Sheesh. The front is still up on those dollies, and it does not have airbags in the front. It has normal shocks with a spacer that's putting it at static ride height. So the front's going to be lower, a lot lower. So kind of just working with the rear right now, but it's looking good. So now we got to work on the floor. We got to build the floor above all this. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I think I'm going to pretty much do what most of you guys have seen. I know you've probably seen Bellows Customs, and he does a little sheet metal angle cage around everything and just lays sheet metal panels on it. It's really the easiest way to just get it done. And there's nothing wrong with it. So I think I'm probably going to end up doing that. Alright, so I've got to fix the trunk lid hinge point attachment. There is some movement in the sheet metal. What to do about that, except for put a little wing brace to kind of help it from flexing. Got it on a piece of steel. I'm going to cut this out on the bandsaw. Let's get after that. I can't do the floor. I know I was talking about doing the floor just now, but I need steel. I have pieces of 18 gauge, but I don't have anything longer than like 35 inches, and it's like 44 from wheel well to wheel well at the closest point, so nothing I have is going to be long enough, and I'm not going to weld down the center. Call the steel plates probably going to be today, but most likely going to be tomorrow if it's my luck, so I'm not counting on that. So I'm doing a couple little things here and there to remedy those not being here or me not having steel. So yeah, I'm going to cut that out and weld this on. It's just a little piece of plastic. That's a saw. Don't touch that. You're crazy, kid. Go in the backyard. Come on. Come on. All right, so I got a bunch of steel, and since my brake is crappy and it's only 3 foot, I had them bend up some 1x1 18 gauge angles for me by 4 feet long, so I can do my little thing, you know. I'm gonna start doing the floor, so I'm probably gonna work backwards on this one because that's what I feel like doing. So, time to start. Angle, what do you got? 44 and a half. Just always be careful because it's not once the jack stands are under there, then it won't fall. But before that, it's always kind of like, ooh.
This isn't going any higher.
Okay, and that's all you got.
Sexy. It's gotta help. I don't believe that it can't help, right?
Alright, you saw me making the frame, and I thought I hit record on the time lapse of me cutting all these sheets. Apparently I didn't. But I have all the sheets cut the size, cut in place. Tomorrow morning, since it's pitch black out, so I'm going in, have some ice cream. But tomorrow, it's going to be layout of the beads, how I want to do the beads. I'm not sure. I kind of want to go with the theme of the floor, lay it out, pre-stretch all the lines, probably remark it out, and then smash those beads in. Alright, so I'm starting to get beading. I did some designs on here, kind of mess around, see what I wanted to do. This back piece here is going to get lines that match up to these 4 lines here. It's going to be kind of copacetic there. And it's not crazy structural because it's like an up and down piece. Nothing's ever going to be sitting on it. But these beads are going to give it some strength. You really get strength from some diagonal beads. That's why most people just do a zigzag on every panel they put, just because it's the strongest. It looks the best. But I think I'm going to do definitely a zigzag, but then put some straights in between them, like little short sections. I don't know, kind of mess around a little bit. I don't want it to be the same as every other thing, even though it really doesn't matter. But those little short sections might add a little cool touch, and it won't take long at all to do extra. So, a downside to being a one-car family is when your wife goes out for the day and you need welding gas, when you find out you need welding gas right as she leaves, you're stuck. At least I got a bunch of beading and stuff to do before that happens, but still kind of bummed. I feel like I'm gonna get to the point where I need to weld pretty soon. So it's kind of a bummer. But I'll work until I can't, and then I'll work on the Roadster pickup until she comes back, and then I can get gas. So for now, you know, Stucky Stucksville right now. So, 1.5 inches in the whole way. I'm not going to touch. Might as well record us doing something. The last pass. Not touching it, ain't too bad. We'll do this. And then screw it down.
It's definitely better than once.
Yes, for sure. And we got the ignition put on, put the correct headlight, bar, carriage bolts, put a tail light on. Yeah. If you're buying stuff and you grab a bucket, they shouldn't charge you for it.
Isn't that how it used to be?
I think so.
Because I remember like every single time we were going to Lowe's, my dad would grab a bucket.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they cut it off.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm pretty sure it was like if you spent like 20 bucks, they're like, yeah, just grab a bucket.
All right, so the floors are made and they just need to be welded in I have them tech screwed in place. So yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like. I'm waiting till tomorrow morning. I'll start welding early in the morning because it was like 90 degrees today. It was too hot. And then it'll come on Monday. So, and this is like the last thing I got to do. So once I get this all welded up, it's just for him to do a final once over. And he's already called me. He said he might have one change up his sleeve. I hope I can talk him out of it. Not because I don't want to work on it. It's because I like what he wants to change. So try to have him not do it. Of course, we're not going to have a good look at it, but why not? It's not going to hit that stuff, right? Feel good?
Does. It is pretty mean stance on
Fuck
it.
yeah, dude. Tail dragger city, bro.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I kind of like the look of that.
Well, he can park it like that, though. He can have any stance he wants.
I feel like the older cars look really good like this.
Yeah.
If this is cool look. Yep. When it's a lifted truck, it's
Yes.
that shit is no.
I think they're already on the...
Alright, put them on this side.
Like wherever you see some... All right, so as far as I know, I'm done with this car. The rear floor is in. You saw me do that. You saw me do everything actually, but just push it outside. Oh, thing we forgot to do is Scotch-Brite the skirts. Scotch-Brite the skirts. But everything else is, we just gave it a quick wipe down of the Scotch-Brite. Looks good. I had tons of fingerprints on that one.
Oh yeah.
But man,
It's coming on an awful lot.
it's hard to get a good angle of this because I only have so much hose for my compressor. I can't reach out to back where I could get a better view, but looks good regardless. Can't wait to see the bags in the front. Actually have him drive out with the car. And the back is where it's at. I know I did so much work on the front, but I love the rear of these cars.
What about the front?
He's putting bags in it himself though, or the other shop is.
Why aren't you doing the front?
Because it's just an easy swap bag. Might as well not waste any time. All right. All right, so as you see, the car is pretty much done. He just came in here today and looked everything over. There's a few things he wants to do, like I gotta fix this door. The hinges aren't tight, so I'll first tighten the hinges and see if that changes anything. Some gaps and stuff along the trunk area I need to address. And unfortunately, the taillight stands, he wants me to change them. So I know what I need to do there. I'm not even going to record them. I just want to get the car out of here and done with. So this is the last video on this car until he comes back when it's done. So I'm happy and sad to see it leaving. I'll probably make a YouTube short of this going on a trailer and leaving. I'm not going to dedicate a whole actual video to that. But yeah, I just got to button up a couple small things during this next week. And it's out of here. Then we move on to the next project. So I really appreciate you guys watching, following along on this build. I know it was a long one. There was a bunch of changes along the way, but that's what happens when you do such a big build like this without a rendering. Even if I had a rendering, some things in renders don't translate in real life sometimes. So, you know, it probably would have happened. Changes probably still would have happened. And I'm not upset about any of the changes. It's not like I messed up or he messed up. It's just this is like his dream car and he's finishing it the way he wants to. And I totally understand that. So, a couple more things to do, but this is the last time you're probably going to see it. So, with that, thanks for watching again, and I'll catch you on the next video.